Welcome everybody. Welcome to another Q&A, the first one of the year on a beautiful day. 111, the 10th of January 2026. I'm so excited for this weekend because it doesn't happen at all, at least most of the time, only 2 times in each 10-year period where there is this 11111 weekend. Right? We have today and we have tomorrow. And just that it falls on a weekend is maybe even more amazing. So I want to say welcome. I want to answer as many questions that I possibly can from the Akashic records. We might open different records. I'm currently connected to mine, but we might open different ones. And if you are here with me in the Zoom, all of my community members have Zoom access. Please raise your hand if you have a question. Then I like a Zoom hand, a physical hand I will not all the time see, but a Zoom hand. And if you're on YouTube, feel free to put it in the chat and I will see how many I can possibly answer. And I think we're just gonna have an amazing time. May we honor this 111 energy, this complete initiation energy, ignition energy, like when the motor starts at the beginning, this flame of energy that we can use for our lives. It might be a really good weekend to think about what would I love to start, what I would truly love to start. And it might be linked with last year, because last year was all about shedding and we let go so much. Some things consciously, some things out of our control, but there was a lot of shedding and a lot of letting go. And now we are in this 1 year and we immediately started off with this weekend of oneness. So maybe we can already reflect, and you may want to ask questions about what you're here to start. Not only temporary, but really something that might color your next decade, right? This goes in 9-year this numerology goes in 9-year cycles. So whatever we start now might have incredibly beautiful ripple effects in the next decade. So maybe there's something that you have been held back by, or maybe there's something, like I have that, for example. I have something that is inside of me for a long time, but I never really brought it out into the world. It's my hobby. I'm doing it all the time. People that know me personally, they always ask me if I can do it for them, but more than just doing it for friends, I'm not doing it yet. Right? So, and that's music, by the way. That for me, that is music. That's performing music, producing music. That's something that is just in me. I have so many songs in me that I know I need to bring out, because I really believe every person is given a part of God's creativity. And God's creativity is so wide and so light and so beautiful. And everyone has a piece of that light or multiple pieces of that light that can form very unique combinations. But most of the time, the challenge is as well in our lives is to bring it out, right? We know it, but work. We know it, but we need to see people. We know it, but we might not know if our partner or our friends agree with it. So there's always this push from the inside, but then the conscious mind that can stop us. So let's not stop us any longer. This is a 1 year. Let's start what we're here to start. Let's express the genius that's already inside of us. That's why I'm so excited for this year and for this Q&A and hopefully many more to come. Maybe me starting a Q&A in this weekend means we have to do a lot in the next decade. Let's go. I'm signing up for it. If you want, you can put incense ready or candles. We're gonna have such a beautiful time. I would love to also say Jeroen Broos in the chat. Hey, and thank you for your blessings to the records, man. That's beautiful. If you have any questions, Jeroen, let me know. And people here in the Zoom, my Sacred Alignment gang, is there any questions that you would love to start with? Okay, I see Carolyn has a question. Yes, Carolyn, feel free to unmute yourself.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. What a nice opportunity this day. I have a question that is more maybe for my personal records. Is that okay to ask today?
Yes, yes. Can you put your name in the chat to? I think I know it, but to make
Yeah,
sure I
I
open the
will.
right records.
Just a second.
Beautiful. Eugenia has a German question for me. Beautiful. Okay.
You see that? Yeah.
Yeah, I see. I see it. Yes. What is?
Yeah.
I will open it in a moment. What is the question you want to share?
As I mentioned a while ago, I was meditating 2 years ago, maybe, about selling art because that's what I'm aiming to do, like selling my own art. And what I heard was eBay
eBay.
at that moment, yeah, but I didn't act on it because I don't understand eBay. Or too huge for me, and I created my own website instead. But
Okay.
recently, I found a man who teaches how to sell on eBay, and he makes art, and he's very successful. But
Perfect.
I don't know if his style really would fit me, like he's really producing art. But my question is, would eBay be a good fit for me? Is that something I could invest my time into, or
Beautiful.
because some parts of it really resonates with me, but some parts not so sure. So I would like some clarity on this. I should learn more or just choose another path
Okay.
for this year.
Perfect. And do I have your permission to open your records?
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, let me open them. Let's see what they have to say. Dear Records, Caroline wants to know about if eBay is the right platform for her. And if not, maybe what else to bring her art to the market in beautiful aligned ways. Can you tell her what to do? Dear one, if it is all right with you, we would love to talk a little bit more on a deeper abstract level of what eBay and also other platforms like that can provide in comparison with building your own website. And after that, we would love to specifically mention your opportunities on eBay and other websites and what is at this moment in the highest alignment and in the highest grace for your artwork to move into the world. The main understanding of this is actually the understanding of flow. Just like water currents, there is on the internet something like people currents, or maybe attention currents. People clicking and flowing through different websites to shop, to see what's there, to be curious. Just like you, if you see an overview of a city center, of a busy city, you see a lot of people flowing in and out of stores. The same is happening with something like eBay or Amazon or Etsy and many of the big platforms out there. This is called, in business terms, traffic. eBay has a lot of traffic, and so has these other websites. If you are building your own website, then you are responsible for that traffic. While if you are promoting your art on a website that already has traffic, we love the word flow way better. So let's transition that word from traffic to flow. If you already post and share your work on a website that has a lot of flow, you don't have to worry about that part of your business. You can make sure that the website will make sure many people will come and see you. There is still a little bit of optimization needed there, because there are millions of products on these websites, so how do they see your product? And that has everything to do with understanding what your ideal clients and customers are searching for. For example, you might have drawn a beautiful painting of a lake in a night sky, a starry night sky. That can be a perfect bedroom painting. You may call that painting Starry Sky. You may call that painting Painting by Caroline. But you can also call that painting Perfect Painting for in the bedroom, for deep rest and sleeping well. All of these different ways of naming your painting will have different customers be shown that painting in their search results. So some might look for painting for in the bedroom. Some might look for painting starry sky. So to get a little bit into what the client is looking for, you will be able to get in front of them so that the traffic that moves through these websites will see your painting. So the question is, if you want to collaborate with such websites, how about in which way is traffic something that I can generate for myself or not? Are you able to say to yourself, oh, for me it's easy to get a lot of people coming through my website and I know how to do that? Then perfect. Your own website is the best for that. It might not be a website, it might be a social media, but the same principle applies of this traffic or flow that we have been talking about. You need to have a certain principle of magnetism where people are coming through and seeing your work. If that is new to you, or if you never tapped into that thing before, and we know that this is something in the digital space that can be quite overwhelming, it can be really good to create beautiful art pieces on websites that already have a lot of traffic. And when you go collaborate with such a website, allow yourself to truly see it as a collaboration. Okay, you give me a flow of people what do I need to do to make sure you understand what I am putting on your website? And this is also the case for many platforms. If you want to start an Instagram channel, see it as a collaboration and ask yourself, what does Instagram want? And how can I help Instagram become a better place with my work? In this way, you start to understand what their intentions are, and you can merge them with your intentions. Of course, a website as eBay would love to sell, things. So it requires of you a little bit of thought before you put something online, especially when it comes to the description, when it comes to the title, when it comes to the presentation and the pictures. It needs to be so attractive to somebody that they would love to sell it. And most of the time, tapping into your own story and the reason why you made your art can really be very helpful. That's the more general dynamic that we wanted to make sure is present in your awareness. Now, eBay in specific is a platform for you to sell your art. But so there are more. And next to the big sellers, there are also some boutique websites with maybe not millions of visitors, but tens of thousands of visitors, where more personal collaboration can be established. So, we would love to say 3 things that make your success of selling on platforms like eBay a very high probability. The first thing is allow yourself, next to the big ones, to also look at some smaller boutique ones that you can still connect with personally. This can create very beautiful collaboration and even friendships, because they are art lovers most of the time, and you are too. And if they really like your style, they might even promote you themselves without all the tech and the lessons that is involved with collaborating with these big commercial platforms. You can see this the same as a city where there are a lot of big supermarkets, but also some smaller supermarkets, and some sell only fruit and others sell only Arabic food and so forth. This is similar with big art commercial websites and smaller ones. The best way to find the most beautiful ones in your niche is nowadays to let AI search for you. And we would suggest a prompt like this: allow me to discover the best boutique art websites. And next to giving me the website address and their specialization or their art styles that they sell, can you also give me the email or the phone number of the owner of the website? Because most of the time there is a contact page and their information might be known. So in this way, your AI will give you a list of, let's say, the 10 or 20 top boutique websites. You can already be assured that they are findable because your AI found them, so other people will also be able to find them. You will see the art styles that are in your field, and you will immediately have a communication window with one of the leaders or initiators of that platform. So this way you have multiple options to choose from, and you can use the big ones, but also the smaller ones. And we see actually a combination of both is in your highest alignment. Next to that, we would love to talk about you really tapping into the story of the art pieces and allowing that to become a very beautiful, attractive way of communication. For example, you might just call your painting Starry Sky, but you might also say, this is my newest piece, Starry Sky. It has been originated at a night where the sky was so beautiful, I couldn't stop watching it. And while I was watching it, an incredible insight came to mind that I can channel the energy of the night sky onto a canvas. As soon as I started and got that insight, it felt like something was moving through me. Starry Sky is the end product of that very magical night, and the energy of that night will be forever encapsulated in this painting. Therefore, this painting is especially beautiful for people that would love to have beautiful, sweet dreams. And therefore, I believe it can be a perfect piece in a peaceful area, a relaxation area, or even in the bedroom. Only that, and this is just an example, we would love for you to tap into your paintings and being able to word, not too broad, but a little bit how the painting is originated and which energy is inside of it. Because a lot of art lovers love to go deeper into the art than just what they see. They love the story behind it. You can also immediately increase the value of your paintings if it's presented in a more beautiful way. So the presentation and the story are part of all of this. And then a third thing that we would love to mention that will greatly increase your success is allow the teacher that you found to really look at what he is doing, because some of what he is doing is really resonant, because success principles are across the board always incredibly good to study. And if he can talk from experience that he will have a formula for becoming successful on such websites, on big commercial websites. Now, some of these insights will trickle down into other websites. They will also make you more successful on the boutique stores or on Etsy or on whatever you want to present yourself. But allow what really resonates to be implemented, but also what really feels like too much or not your vibration or your frequency to also be very naturally discarded. No need to adopt things that really don't feel good in your body. So allow yourself to see a little bit through the words and through the methods of what is the formula behind what he is doing and what is my own version of that I can adopt. We hope to have given you a beautiful overview and if there is one message to finish and make the circle complete, we would love to say, keep on developing and going and moving and researching with this intention of bringing your art out into the world. This is an incredibly powerful intention for this year. And it is not about which platform. It's way more about you just going and trying and seeing and learning, because none of that will be unwasted time. You will find your place, you will find your people, you will find your collaborators and the information and wisdom that you need to make this happen if you just continue to develop and to allow yourself to make mistakes sometimes and just to continue, because that is how you eventually end up in the perfect spot and find your own ways. So, congratulations on making this shift. Congratulations on feeling the energy and the power to bring your creativity out into the world. And we are here to assist you, to help you, and continuously guide you whenever you need to do so. Oof. Wow.
That was incredible. Thank you so much.
Does that help?
Yes, very, very interesting.
Let's
Thank you.
go.
Amazing.
Let's go. Thank you for your question. That's awesome. Okay, I will close your records, but that was awesome. That was quite practical. Love it. Wow. Okay, let me drink some cacao. And there is one question. Yes, I see in the chat. Can we ask questions? Yes, you can ask questions. Put them in the chat. Just put them in the chat and I will see how many I can answer. So Virginia and Edoka here in my Zoom meeting also have some questions. So let me go to that. So the question of Virginia was, I wanted to ask if we can download the 111 codes for all of us. Okay. Okay, let me ask how we download 111 codes. Okay. Wow. Okay. They say to me, I have to open the records of the stars. I never opened the records of the stars. So let's see why. I'm looking forward to connect. Yeah, if you would love to join me in that, I know many of you that are here in the, you know how to connect, or just feel the energy. You will probably feel the energy when we start doing this. So if you would also love to download 111 codes, then I would allow yourself to take a little bit more of a meditation posture, right? I will connect in a moment with the Akashic records of the stars. They will start channeling. You will be able to feel these vibrations coming into your field, because on their level there is just no time and space. Our logical mind might be thinking, but you know, I'm in the US and you're in Spain, how can you send that? No, this is all coming from a dimension that is completely out of time and space. So this is but you will feel it. You will feel it. So it's instant most of the time. So if you don't want to receive these codes, okay, just, you know, like your consciousness will automatically be closed. But and you will not receive it. But if you want to be open to that, then I ask you to take a couple of breaths to get into more of like a meditative space. And what really helps is to feel almost the space around your body and around your mind. While you're doing this, you will feel that as soon as I open these records, that you will feel vibration, or in whatever way it wants to translate. Sometimes people see colors, they see visuals, they feel certain pressures maybe. Some people fall asleep as soon as the transmission starts. Whatever happens for a reason, and you will do it all right. The subconscious knows exactly how to receive this. So let me connect with the Akashic records of the stars. Love and light, hereby open the Akashic records of the stars using the sacred light of prayer. Dear records, we are here to receive the 111 codes as we are right now in this time space, a 1 year, a 1 day, a 1 month in our calendar. Anything you would love to give us, feel free to send it to us. Dear being of divine design, we are here to receive and resend your presence, and we are here to allow yourself or give yourself the permission to become like a star. Why? The star is the ultimate starting energy. And humans will realize that and will create their own mini stars to power themselves in the not so far future. But up until that time, we can already activate the star energy in you, which is complete embodiment of your 111 energy. Just like the sun was the first initiatory energy of your solar system, so every star has that role. It is the starter, and it will also decide when to stop that dynamic. And know that the other planets that form around stars also have their own unique frequencies and codes that are very similar to your own energetic being. Even the colors match quite accurately. What we mean with that is when a star is born, there is a lot of energy present, but also a lot of material fluctuating around. That is part of your physical layer, but stars are very multidimensional. And in the higher levels of dimension, a star knows already which planets it wants to form, which orbits those planets need to embody. And what it will start doing, it will start oscillating and shining light in such a way that many of these planets, over many million years of fluctuation, will eventually end up in their equilibrium, in a state of balance. Your star, the Sun, was very intentional of each of the planets it wanted to place around its orbit, including Earth with the life on Earth, with the orbit, with the angle of the axis, which creates your seasons. All of it was already existing in a higher dimension, but over years of moving through time and space, this has become physical reality. It all initiated with the star. How do you download the star energy into your field? Now, first of all, we would love for you to become calm in your body and breathe slower and deeper than normal, allowing every breath to infuse more peace, more calm, more rest into your system. You want your muscles to be as relaxed as possible. The face may start to relax, shoulders, chest, belly, legs, arms, hands. And move your attention on the center of your being. And if you do not know where your center is, just ask your body, can you bring me to the center of my being? And it will bring you there. Then from that center place, imagine a light. Imagine a light originating. This light is fueled with divine energy. And starts to become a beautiful glowing ball in your body. This ball starts to radiate around all the other matter. Of your body and starts to bless it. Bless it with light. This is the initiatory one energy. And whenever you need some energy, you can always go and place your attention on this to recharge yourself. Now allow this light to grow as big as you can comfortably hold. Don't make it too big. Don't make it too small either. Feel where your natural balance of this light and the placement in your body is fitting. You will feel it almost rests into place as soon as you have found that spot. Now you can breathe. allow your focus to still be on this star, this inner star. And allow the light to move into all directions. Blessing everything it touches. And removing all of the distortion, including illness, disease, distortive thought patterns, distortive belief patterns. They will just move out of your system because this light shines. Open your hands with your palms facing upwards as we are sending more codes for initiation, for starting, and for starting things that are in alignment with your soul to you right now. Now is the time to ask this light inside of your being whatever you want to ask it. Especially about your light and about what you're here to start are very beautiful topics to discuss with this energy. Breathe and allow this light to stabilize. Allow it to receive any further information and at the same time to shine everywhere it needs to shine. This energy will help you greatly this year. So know that you can always recharge here, ask questions here, because you have the power to start. And there has never been a time space in your life where the energies were this welcoming and the technology was this far. Thank you all who were willing to receive this 111 energy. Transmission is complete. Okay. Wow, there was so much light. My light stopped working. Let me see if I. Ah, there. It's back. Wow. Powerful. Hey, there's a little mosquito. Come. So, how did that feel for you? I'm very curious. Also, for the people that watch here on YouTube, feel free to ask a question in the chat. I'm here having the chat to the right of me, so I can see you. There might be a little delay, but yeah, if you have any questions, perfect. That will be amazing. Okay. Okay, I see here in the chat that was amazing. Thank you. If anyone wants to share a little bit of their experience, feel free. That it's for everyone received differently. So for me, this was really nice, and I got some really awesome wisdom when they said you can ask questions. That was a very powerful insight that I still need to reflect on. Wow. Okay. Thank you, dear records. That was really awesome. Carolyn says powerful. Beautiful. So, one thing that I would love to share, I would love to share that tomorrow we do another ceremony. That one will be specifically about geometry. And the Akashic, and it's completely free. If you want to join, it's completely free. I would love to have you there. It's gonna be where the Akashic Records are planning a very profound journey from the next new moon, which is I think 18th of January, and then 2 moon cycles long. They want to upgrade our geometry. And what they say, because I didn't know what they were talking about when they say upgrade my geometry, but they said that we have a body, which is already a geometry, right? Like it's like a star shape in a way. But if you go a couple layers deep, you see your muscles, you see your veins and your organs. At one point, you see in the energy world, you see meridians and nadis, you see chakras, you see emotions, you see thoughts. The more subtle you go, the more you zoom in on your body. At one point, they say there is only geometry. And the geometry decides how everything moves. So they want us to really tune into that so that we can upgrade it. And they want to upgrade each energy center with new geometry so that it starts to move with way more ease and way more power. And tomorrow is that meeting is all about that. So if you want to join, I have here a link. People in the Sacred Alignment Academy are already automatically invited. It is philipelisa.com/2026. It will be more tomorrow, literally in the same hour that we are right now in. Like for me, it's 6:24 right now. It will be at 6. So I'll put it here if you want to join. Feel free to join. It's gonna be it's gonna be such a good session. I'm really excited for that to happen, and they have been upgrading me for the last, I think, since Christmas. And oh my god, these upgrades are like to the roof. Like I feel like my imagination is increasing, my vision is increasing, the way I feel my heart move through my system is increasing. It's incredible. So if that's something for you, join. It's completely free. You will receive the Zoom links in your email when you sign up. And yeah, I would love to have you. It's going to be amazing. Next question. I see Adilka has a beautiful question or a beautiful hand raised. And maybe instead of unmuting her, she muted her camera. You can do this. You can do this.
Yeah. Okay, I did it.
There you go.
Well, thank you so much. This is amazing. I had the question, and I also had part of the answer, and it can probably help Caroline also. I'm sorry for my voice. I'm deeply in a very bad cold.
Much health to you.
And probably that's elimination also that I got in right now in the answer. Yeah, my question it was and is, and I think very much a genius share for us about being a channel, because I need to know how can I not only upgrade myself, but how can I know if I have to change the way, the path, if I have now to upgrade myself or do something different or change my life, and if I have to get into a new path. Probably this code is also to get rid of things that is not serving anymore. So leave all this just got in this minute. Mm-hmm. Just let it out. That's when you clean your room up, a lot of trash comes. Even though you thought everything was in place, a lot of things show up. Mm-hmm. And then you say, hey, I don't need this anymore. I love this anymore. I love this much, but this I don't need it. Sometimes, as you did before, you can sell it, you can share it, you can give it away, or you can throw it away. Mm-hmm. So this can be clean in my body. But the other thing is, how can I be aligned to know which is the new path? And how can I know what I have to do, the steps I have to do to change to the other path? Like when you have a GPS, you know, until this part, you go straight and then you turn right.
Yeah.
And it's another way turning left, but you know, the GPS tells you this is the best way at this moment.
Yeah.
And how can I be aware of this now? And I partially got the answer that I would like to share also with Caroline, because I saw performing like a soap opera or a performing theater piece. And I got the answer that they said you're ready. But it's not that when you see, oh, there's a big line outside buying the tickets. And then you see through the curtains, oh, the theater is full already. So let's start before the time. Or let's do it, oh, it's already, everybody's ready, so let's do it right now. No, you just wait, you have the piece, everything is set, and the people has to wait till it's the time to start the show. So many times you're 1 hour, 2 hours in the line, and then you are another hour sitting in the theater waiting for it to begin. And they said something like, be aware that you're ready, but it's not many times not the time to make the first step. Wait until the moment it's the right moment. And that is also because I have the other second part of the question, which is how what to accept or what not to accept. I've been having some proposals of plastic surgery in the clinic that I'm beginning to work with, but they are, you know, let's say a surgery is priced on 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
They're offering me like, oh, I'm going to trade that surgery for a shift, which will be 1,000. And sometimes I feel like that as offensive. Other times I feel like, oh, it's an opportunity. So my question was when to stop it and when to say, okay, let's do it. Like Carolyn in the eBay, you're you're sharing sometimes for free in order to be able to sell later in another price and a better price. So how can I be placing the real value of my work?
Mm-hmm.
At the same time not losing opportunities because people, when they don't know the quality of what they're getting, they just want to give a bargain thinking that everything is like the same that they know already.
Wow. Okay, there's a lot of stuff there. There's a lot of stuff
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. 10 minutes my life.
Okay. Okay.
10 minutes my
And a lot of help to you. I would love to. First, there were a couple of things come up just for me that I want to share with you, based on your answer. One was, yeah, our mind sometimes wants to know the whole way like a GPS does. But most of the time, we only are knowing a couple of the next steps. And even if we plan, some people are really good in planning and strategy, but still then the plan might not go as planned. A lot of times, actually, the plan doesn't go as planned. So the first thing that I felt like was sharing is, I know the mind wants to know all of it, but it is, in my experience, way more powerful to be okay with not knowing at all. Because the more the mind plans and knows and wants to kind of have that clear, the less life can interfere, or the less God can interfere. The more we are kind of gripping, like this is how it's supposed to be, the less our eyes are open for completely other things to happen, right? So I in my experience, is a way better way to live completely open and be completely like surprised. I wish I brought it. It's in the other room. This morning, we just wanted to go on a morning walk. We decided to walk into the city center, and we found an incredibly beautiful spiritual store we never saw before. And it was so magical, and there were like trees inside, and it was so magical. I wish I could all just take you and transport you there. It was so beautiful. The most incredible incense I never saw. And I bought a very beautiful candle, a holder, but it's in the other room. So otherwise I would show it to you. Anyway, that happened completely random, but we're so happy that happened. If we would have a plan, I would not have known about this store right now. Just by randomly walking somewhere, we actually found what we found something incredible, right? This also happens in work. This also happens with relationships. So the first thing that I wanted to say is, be okay with not knowing at all. And I'm curious what that does for you. like when you say to yourself, okay, it's okay to not know. What does that to you? Is there something in your mind that says, no, I really want to know? Or is there actually a peace that comes?
No, it is a piece that comes.
Beautiful.
That's one of those 5 to take the next step.
Right. Yeah. So there is a piece, but then it says, but which of the 5 steps is my next step? The connection is a little bit choppy, so I hope I understand you okay. Okay, I will wait for an answer. There is a little bit of a choppy connection going, but
That's my
yeah.
connection is truly horrible today. No, I said, yeah, I'm open not to know anything.
Yeah.
But then when I have like 5
Steps.
new ways,
Yeah.
I don't know which one of those to take.
Yeah.
How
So
can I decide the first step of the new way?
yeah. So
Or say no, this is not the one that I want. Or say no, this is not. I'm not going to do that.
yeah.
And because sometimes it's a proposal,
Yeah.
and instead of feeling that I'm closing my own opportunities,
Mm-hmm.
I'm being loyal to myself also. And so that is what I think that the thing of the theater and to be ready with the acts was okay. Sometimes I felt like this, they said, you have suffered already so much, you're trained in that.
Yeah.
You can wait some more, a little more.
So what I would love to, like, I would love to first give my human answer, and then if you can put your full name in the chat, I kind of remember. But if you can put your full name in the chat, I would love to open your personal records too. But my like, I would love, like, for me, I don't like to only come from my mind or to only come from my heart. I love to tap into every energy center that can give me information, and based on that, I make the right decision, or I make a decision that up until so far puts me in pretty awesome places. So I trust it more and more. You know muscle testing already. Muscle testing is your subconscious mind, a connection with your subconscious mind. So you can say to your subconscious mind, hey, is this truly in service to me? You can go into your feeling, in your gut feeling. Imagine yourself doing version 1 or option 1 for 10 seconds. Imagine option 2 for 10 seconds. Imagine option 3 for 10 seconds, and just go through all your options. One will feel like a complete opening. And the others will probably feel a little bit closer, or some even very close. They feel like you just immediately hit a wall. So your body already knows. Your subconscious already knows. Your heart already knows. Your guides already know. Because guides are way better in predicting time than Akashic records, for example. Akashic records are so far off. Time for them probably just looks like a very delicious, colorful soup. While guides still see lines, right? And see different, they see timelines going on. So ask your guides, hey guides, what is this? What is this? You know, like, you're in the community, so you know how to connect with that. Then you already have not only one answer, but you know what the mind is saying, you know what the heart is saying, you know what the gut feeling is saying, you know what the subconscious mind is saying, you know what your guides are saying. That's already so much more information, so much more of a holistic view of the situation, that you probably already can narrow your steps from 5 to 2, at least. Probably you already know. Most of the time you will already know, but probably you can narrow it down quite a lot. And on these steps that are in your expansion, that feel in alignment, you can ask a little bit more, like, does it feel good to negotiate a better deal? Does it feel good to not do it today, but do it next week? what feels better, right? So so to specify a little bit more, and this doesn't have to take long. You know, it takes a couple seconds each, but probably within 2 minutes you're out of your I don't know what to do. You probably know very clearly what to do in a matter of minutes, which I really like. I'm really happy I went into all of these things. And I traveled on this for 2 years during COVID, and I always was exactly in a place where everything was open, where all the restaurants were open. Like, I never had a lockdown while my friends in my home country had a lockdown, because I was constantly listening to all of this. My guides I was not able to listen to yet, but I was muscle testing. I was in my gut feeling, and it was crazy for 2 years long, not watching the news. I was always at the right place at the right time in completely different countries that I didn't know. So there's definitely something in our body that knows, right? There's also a lot of times where some disastrous things happen. Most of the time, all the wild animals are already out of the area days before a tsunami hit or days before a hurricane comes. Like, they already feel that stuff. We are also able to already feel that stuff. Um, so to tap into that has been a big blessing to me. I know you know all these things because we've already been doing well. And what I'm lately also learning is to be of service. To be of service, sometimes we need to move our own ego a little bit to the side, but not make like it shouldn't cross any boundaries. It shouldn't disrespect you in any way, right? But if you want to truly serve maybe your boss or the new clinic you're working or these kind of things, it might also be nice to know, okay, this is what I want. Let me also see what the boss wants and see how I can serve that in a very respectful way so that you only increase your collaboration, your communication, but to also be respectful to yourself, but not from a place of, you know, like just yourself, but to also include the other parties of the equation that you currently are part of. So then you can say, okay, this now I know what I want. Now I know what's best for me. Let me also ask to my boss, what do you really want in this situation? Do you feel this is a fair price? Do you feel I don't know what the situation is. Do you feel I can do that much operations in a day? Because I would love to serve, but I would love to serve in a way that is on the long term sustainable for all of us, and in a way that I can always be of great service to our patients, so that the quality of your clinic grows, right? So this, I think, is a very complete picture in all of it. For example, if you look at restaurants and waiters, right? Some restaurants have incredible service, and other restaurants completely forget you. And you kind of need to just call them and say, "Yo, what is the difference there?" The difference there is, I think, that the waiters are really committed. That in the good restaurants are really committed to service. They're really there, like, oh my god, at the moment the client is king or queen, right? So in that sense, they put themselves out of the equation a little bit, and they're just there. What do you want? What can I bring to your table? They're not really thinking of what I want. They're really completely in the what do they want. If you can find a very healthy combination of both, I think is really awesome. So that's my human answer. Let me open your records and let's give another answer too. Okay. Greetings, dear. next to the sharing that's already expressing that you have all that you need right now to make a perfect decision, there's one more aspect that we feel needs to be addressed to give you a complete understanding of what is going on and to make it easier and easier for you in such situations to handle in the future. And that is to be very present as well with the emotion that is elicited in your system while you have multiple options. Because sometimes there are also situations where there is no option at all, which can elicit a different emotion. So, the emotion that is currently present for you with this amount of options and not fully knowing what is the best step comes from a place that needs to be seen. And yes, these options are perfect as they are, but before you make a decision on what to do and continue, it will even be more powerful to first look at the emotion that is elicited from this situation. What comes up in your body? Yes, there is a little bit of a slight panic and a slight overwhelm and a slight of unknown energy there. Can you be with that before you make a decision? Can you step back for a moment and allow yourself to see what is going on? Because if you just make a decision and again such a situation arises and make a decision and again such a situation arises, you will loop until you are able to alchemize the emotion that is underneath the situation. This emotion is powerful because once you are able to alchemize it, the next time a lot of options are being in your field, you just feel grateful and quite neutral, but not neutral in a bad way, neutral in a calm way, in a natural way. And you might just feel grateful and feel like, it's so natural for me that there's always beautiful options in front of me. Now feel the emotion of that. Feel the emotion of just feeling, wow, it's so beautiful and natural to me that there's always beautiful options in front of me that I can choose from. It's a state of prosperity, almost luxury, that some humans are not having right now. But at the moment, the emotion that is being originated is a little bit different than that. And that is not a problem. That's just a sign for you to look and let that be seen. Go into the body. This is originating from a younger self. This younger self was in such a situation before. This younger self didn't know what to choose and chose out of panic, and that was not the best decision she could have made. So there is a small remembrance and some negative effect that happened and created a little traumatic imprint. And as soon as such a traumatic imprint is being created, life has to loop and show you that again and again. So yes, the answer of this channel gives you a whole abundance of ways to choose the best option, but allow the opportunity of this moment to first alchemize the emotion and then choose the next best option. Now we feel the answer being given to you is more complete. Thank you, dear one. Is it clear?
Yeah, I just have to begin to practice on the feeling. And then to see what you said, it was very good to muscle test and be like the feeling, how would it be, a little rehearsal, and see which one is the best feeling that can stay. And that's amazing. Thank you. And what they say is amazing because, yeah, many times I just had to accept things because I didn't have any other option. And it's what I always said, you have to sell lunch to buy dinner.
Oh wow. So actually now you're in a situation where you have a lot of options and it feels, oh my God. So you might have wished you had more options in the past. And now you're in a situation where you have a lot of options. You're like, oh my God, what to do? Be careful what you wish for. No, I think it's a great wish for you. I'm happy that you have multiple options. Thank you for your question, dear. I think that was very helpful for multiple people. So thank you. I'm going to close your records. Okay. Beautiful. I want to say thank you, and let's see if there is one more question in the chat here. I want to say hi to Jeroen and Debble and Mean Green 9. Do you read from spirit? I'm missing a loved one and I can't seem to move on. Do you need my first name? I say hi to Sinai, I say hi to Carol, welcome. It actually makes sense. I'm grateful for the prosperity, but I would love to have kept my loved one instead. Of course. Mean Green, first of all, I'm sorry for your loss and my condolences and a lot of love and strength to you. I am channeling from the Akashic records at the moment. And for personal record readings, I give that to people in my community, and you can find that in the description. I can do a general reading for you from the chat, from the Akashic records, but if you really want to have a personal questions, we do these things every week. So you will have a lot of opportunity to ask about this. But what I think is even more powerful is you will learn how to talk to spirit in a clear way. Like everyone in the community knows how to channel. And it doesn't take long. Like we did an event, and the event is completely recorded and available, where everyone was able to channel within 5 days, but most people were already channeling the second day. So it's natural to us to connect spirit. Humans just forgot. And if your loved one is transitioned to the other side, I don't know if you just lost and he or she is still living, or she is transitioned to the other side. Most of the time when somebody is transitioned, it's even easier to connect with them, and that might be really nice. But I'm not that good in connecting with I'm not that good in connecting with loved ones that transition to the other side. I think mediums are very good in that. I'm really connecting from the Akashic records. So what I can do is I can connect to your Akashic records because they know, right? Like, so it might not be directly to your loved one, but I can connect to your records. Your records is kind of the library in which all of the information is stored. So I can connect to your records, can get the information and send it back to you, but you will be able transition. May his soul be in an incredibly beautiful place, and you will be able to connect with him and find more peace with him. Like, I'm very grateful, and I did a video on grief because my second grandpa died. Both of my grandpas and one of my grandma died, and because I learned how to connect with spirit, I was able to communicate with them, and sometimes I still feel them and I communicate with them, and it's very, very amazing. It's very loving. Know that he is in an incredibly beautiful place. know that you are able to connect with the unseen reality that he or she is a part of. You have that ability. Everyone in every human has that ability. I have it too, but a couple of years ago I tried, but it was complete silence. That's why now I teach people how to do it, because it is such a big value in my life. I wouldn't. It's one of the biggest gifts, really, to have in my life. So if you need more support, also if you want to if you just want to have a call with me, without going into the community, or just to have a chat and see what we can do, I'm also very open to that. You can find these links. I can send you the link, by the way. I don't know if I can send you a personal message, but I have here my community link. I put it in the chat. Yeah. If you can go to the community, but if you don't feel resonant, you also have a link there that says book a call, and you can book a call with me just for half an hour, and we can chat about it, what I can do for you. But especially, I can use my channeling, which can be good, can bring solace, and will maybe help with the emotions. But what I think is way more powerful than that is to teach you how you connect with the spiritual realm, so you can contact them whenever you want. And you can process the emotions, because grief is an incredibly complex progress. It has many stages. I wanna say to you, because I also need to I need to move. With the community, we will have a Akashic record practice on top of the hour, so I need to move in 5 minutes. But what I would love to say is, grief, allow yourself to cry, allow yourself to feel the disbelief that he or she is gone, allow yourself to feel the intense emotions of grief, because when you start to allow it, even though it's painful and it sucks, it is able to move. It's able to move through you, and then a new stage of grief comes, which is but slowly grief resolves itself. And it might take days, it might take weeks, but if there is some sort of suppression, or I don't want this to happen, or oh my God, why does this happen? Why me? Why is he gone? When that energy is there, there is resistance and clamping there, and that keeps you in the same state. Well, if you just say, okay, for the next couple of moments, I just allow these feelings to move through me. Of course, they're not the feelings you want right now, but if you allow it to move through you, you will remove kind of the intensity and the heaviness. It will move out of you, and you will come into lighter states of grief, which eventually, the final stages of grief, is acceptance and gratefulness. And which means, and I have the feeling when the connection with spirit really helps, because I can continue to talk with the people, the loved ones that I've lost, to be able to contact them, to be able to call them in my field, to be able to say, how are you doing? Is there anything I can do for you? And all the time, they're in an amazing place. They are so free on the other side. It really feels like they were just in a way too tight suit for many decades, and all of a sudden their spirit is a lot freer. To be able to see them in that freedom, and to feel them in that freedom, and communicate with them, can be really helping in the process. But still, we shouldn't bypass the emotions that run through you. So I hope that helps for now, and feel free to book a call, or to connect if this sounds in some way good for the process. I hope you will have some more rest, that your dreams will come back, and that you that you allow this process to happen. Yeah, it might take years. Yeah, 100%. So I wanna say thank you for that question, and I will do more Q&A. So if there's more time, I would love to, but I need to jump in 1 minute. So I want to say, book that call. Let's connect if you want to, and we can see what we can do for each other. Like I do these cozy connection sessions. Yeah, they might be really helpful. Like for me, it was really helpful, and I will see if I can quickly share with you the video on grief that I did. If I can quickly do that, power shift. Yeah, because here I lost my grandpa. How channeling yeah, okay. Yeah, here I literally made that video on the day he left the planet. I'm gonna quickly share it in the chat here. This is the grief video. I put the YouTube link there. And if you wanna book a call with me or join the community, I put it here. And for everyone who wants to join for everyone who wants to join tomorrow, we have a call all about upgrading your sacred geometry inside of your body. This is the link. So I put all the links in the chat. People in the Sacred Alignment community are already here. I want to say thank you. Mean Green, a lot of good wishes to you, a lot of strength for you. I hope to see you very soon. Let me know if you want to do more of those. I love them personally. So if it's welcome for you, I would love to continue doing this. And I think I have to for the next decade, because we did all of this on the 111 portal. So I wish you a great weekend. I wish you lots of love. Thank you for being with me, and see you if you're in the community and you want to practice the Akashic Records. The link is, I will send the link in the chat too, but we're gonna practice. We're gonna open the records together. So see you there. Much love, everyone. Bye-bye. Okay, I will quickly, thank you also for being here. I will quickly share the link